So we have a big core set update, and of course that means some buffs to certain cards. I'll go over that in another video, but I want to talk about the new cards that are being added here. We can scroll down, we see, basic things, Just Car got buffed, Wrath of Air Totem's getting added back, but here are the cards that I want to talk about. The Warcraft Rumble cards. We have Nomalia, Safe Pilot, 6 mana, 4/2, Rush. Also damages minions next to whomever this attacks. Death Rattle, deal 2 damage to all enemies. This might actually be a playable card in Wild, genuinely. It's worse than Gargan, mana-wise, in, Cleave, Hunter, always bigger Jormungandr synergy. However, it doesn't need to be infused, so it's about the same as Hollowhound. The thing is if you're playing a Hunter deck like that, you don't want to have like a million different beasts like Gargan and Hollowhound and, Buzzard and Dreadscale. So running Nomalia over Gargan is really good, especially because Nomalia gives you a lot of board clear that you can just throw out there. It's 4 damage to 3 minions, then 2 to all enemies. That's pretty decent. Especially considering that, for Death Rattle Hunter, putting this on, what's his name? Nathanos isn't the worst. Other than that, I think Nomalia probably sees some play in, buff decks. Just the fact that it also deals 2 damage to all enemies is pretty decent. It makes the card able to push damage and clear pretty good boards. This is decent into even Shaman. Warsong Grunt, 5 mana, 3/6, Rush. After this attacks and kills a minion, it may attack again. Sorry. I don't think this card is very good. It's cool, I guess, but it's not great. Obviously, these cards are designed around standard. They're being added to the core set. Year of the Pegasus is what it's being called. But it's okay. I don't think you really hard run this in much of anything. Again, you could use this in an always bigger Jormungandr deck. It's just meh. You'd rather play Knuckles than play Warsong. I guess unlike Knuckles, this has Rush and can attack multiple times, whereas Knuckles you need attack activators. So there is a world where I'm going to experiment with it. Don't get me wrong, but there is a world where you run this over Knuckles. Night Elf Huntress, 5 mana, 3/3, deal 3 damage to 3 different enemies. You pick the targets. So obviously you pick face and then you pick 2 minions. It's 9 damage for 5 mana. It's pretty okay. I don't know if you really hard run this in anything in Wild whatsoever. It's not a bad card. If you could pick face 3 times, it would be broken, but I can understand why you can't. Other than that, it's kind of just whatever card. I don't think it gets played in anything. And then Footman, 4 mana, 2/5 taunt. Adjacent minions are immune while attacking. Just bad card. Never sees any play. Yeah, there's no reason to ever play this card. It's just not very good. They changed the can't be targeted to just elusive. It doesn't really make any differences. And then, you know what? Whatever. I'll just talk about the core cards. Open you. So these are all the core cards getting adjusted. All the Death Knight ones are runes. I think Frostmourne is -1 mana. Yeah, these are all just rune changes, stuff like that. Sorry, there's also cards over here. Yeah, rune changes. I'm not going. I just don't care about the Death Knight cards enough to think about them. Metamorphosis here is 5 damage. Battle Fiend is 1/3 now, which is actually pretty impactful for odd Demon Hunter, I will not lie. Flame Tongue Totem is 3 health. Twisting Nether hits locations. That's not actually that bad. You don't run this in Wild, but it's pretty interesting that it does that. And then Big Game Hunter got tradable. That's not the worst thing ever. Miracle Rogue is a deck. Running Big Game Hunter in certain decks might not be a bad thing. Fairy Dragon got elusive, and then Sleepy Dragon got +2 attack. Nothing to really care about. Then on this side, Oaken Summons just got a text change. It still is the same card. It's just a little different. Kalecgos is 8 mana now. Cool. Didn't Kalecgos originally cost 10? I think it did. It got buffed to 9 and then got buffed to 8. Air Elemental is 3 attack. Dark Alley Pact summons it with Taunt. Ysera, you get 2 dream cards, and then all the dream cards, they got some changes, I think. I don't know specifically. I don't care. Siamat is 7/7 now. That's nothing to scoff at, actually. This card might be pretty decent. Justicar Trueheart is 5 mana. 6/4. And then here's the big one. Mind Control Tech. It's 5 mana now, but take control of if your opponent has 4 or more minions, take control of 1. That's not bad. That's not a terrible effect. I don't know what deck is specifically running it. You don't want to run this in Shutterwalk Shaman. It just ruins your Shutterwalk pool, honestly. But like, you could play this in certain decks. It's decent enough into like even Shaman. You can steal like an early 8/8. You can steal an early 5/5 with Taunt. I forgot what it's called. I haven't played even Shaman in forever. And then you have Evasive Worm. It just had elusive change. This is like pretty interesting. I will not lie. These changes. It's a lot less than last year, notably, but you get like it's all listed here as well. Nothing really crazy. Like, Warrior didn't get any changes. Rogue, Priest, Paladin didn't get any changes. Hunter didn't get any changes, which is really annoying because... Wait, where's Swipe? So, I don't know why this wasn't listed, but Swipe is 3 mana now. That's why I'm saying it's annoying that Hunter didn't get any buffed cards to their core set, because Swipe and Glaive-Zuka were both bugged at the same time. Sorry, unintentionally changed, whatever. Swipe went to 3 mana, Glaive-Zuka went to +2 attack instead of +1 attack. So it's really actually infuriating that Swipe is buffed, but Glaive-Zuka isn't. I don't know why they did that. Crush and Breeder aren't core cards anymore, so that's going to be a little awkward for a lot of players, because, you know, you don't want to ever... Crush is not... How do I put this? Crush and Wild is one of those cards that's fun to play with, but I'm not spending 1,600 dust on him. He's not good enough as a card, so it's really annoying. And then Breeder has always been a core card, so you have to spend, 100 dust on him. It's not anything real. It's just a nitpick. Other than that, I don't think there's very many, differences. I look through. Churgeon being added to Standard's actually interesting, I will not lie. Other than that, I think everything is, not buffed. Raiding Party in Standard, that's cool. Get all these cards. Spirit Claws being added to Standard with Wrath of Air Totem. This is actually significant. Strength Totem is leaving Shaman, which is a nerf to even Shaman. But Odd Shaman is back. You have Wrath of Air Totem again. Very lovely. Will not lie. I can't... None of these look like they have any changes looking at these cards. Wait, did Stonehill always have 5 health? Was that an undocumented change? I thought Stonehill was always a 1/4. Okay. Other than that, yeah, nothing else looks like it was changed. I'm just trying to go through. So they are... Oh, this is actually a big change. Removing Alex Draws a Life Binder from core. I'm talking about just specifically the having to spend money on cards. You actually have to craft this card now, which is kind of rough. It's just another legendary you have to craft for Joe Schmo. We might see a Leroy nerf. It's going to be really annoying. Leroy is probably going to get nerfed, so I would craft him before he goes into core. Other than that, they are adding Charge back to Standard. I don't know why they're doing that. This is just my thoughts on the whole year of the Pegasus thing. Let's go back. There's not really too much Uproot druids, ramping mechanic, reduce rune requirements. Summer upgrade, summer favorite cards, yeah, whatever. Other than that, they're gonna tease more things probably coming soon. I'll keep you guys posted as always. Peace.